Oh dear, I guess you guys can hear the candy bag in the background. Hello, my darlings. It is so good to have you all here. I'm just sealing up my candy bag so I don't try and attempt to get into it while I am speaking to you all, because the last thing anyone wants is to hear me, Mole, chewing candy in all y'all ears. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. But what we will talk about is how much of a disaster our favorite train wreck is. And by our favorite train wreck, I mean my favorite talentless raggedy trollop who I like to keep tabs on. Many people say that I hate Meghan Markle. I don't hate her. I only hate, people that hurt children and animals. I despise those kinds of people, yes, but I don't hate Meghan Markle. I just find her interesting to watch, considering the fact how many opportunities she has completely blown up. Candy at 10:18 in the morning, yes. Yes, sometimes I start even earlier. You'd be surprised. Sometimes but I do have a trick where you do keep cavities away, and that is after you do eat your candy, just make sure you rinse your mouth out really well with warm water just to get all the sugar out and everything. And knock wood, thankfully that has saved me from cavities my entire life. I hope I don't jinx myself now, but yes, I do love my candy. I did make a stop at Dylan's Candy Bar the other day when I had to run into LA and stuff. And it was just, I got to always control myself when I go in there. I always got to control myself. But I'm glad this story came up because Meghan, once again, despite the fact that Emma Grede said that Meghan always uses her platform to boost other women and to spotlight other women, and well, we all see that that is complete BS, that is nonsense. Every single time Meghan Markle shows up to an event, or if she party crashes an event, or if she invites herself to an event, or if she begs for an invitation, she always makes it about herself and not the person that it's supposed to be about. So this is Godmother's Bookstore, which is owned by Victoria Jackson. And any woman who is, I didn't know that, I mean, before my time, Victoria Jackson had her own makeup cosmetics line, which was huge. She is married to the Guthrie Ranker guy, like what's his name? Bill Guthrie or Goothy, however it's pronounced. So they had a bunch of those like shows back in the day, like the Tupperware shows and buy this and buy that. And anyways, like the sham wow. So she now has this bookstore, which I've been to this bookstore. I actually went about like a month and a half ago, I think it was. Yeah, about that time. I had some meetings to take up in Carpinteria, and I was like, I've got some time to kill. So I mean, I was up in the area, might as well go. I went and checked out. It is a beautiful bookstore. I will give people credit where credit is due. I will say it looks like a farmhouse, but when you go inside, it is beautiful. It is cozy. It is multi-levels. So there's 3 levels to this place. And on one of the levels, they have like an entire children's level, which is amazing, incredible. And let me just tell you, I'm surprised that Meghan has never ever taken her little ones into this store ever, into this bookstore. We've seen her walk around in it all the time, stealing microphones and making, I don't know, speeches about something. Now, you know what's interesting is that in a bookstore like this, it's a very like cozy environment where they do the sit-ups, where they have their conversations. It's like a room that you don't even need a microphone for. But yet for some odd reason, Meghan Markle needs a microphone at all times in her hands because she thinks it makes her important. So shout out to the Super Sleuths and Lean Mean Markle Machine, who posted this under my Twitter post about how it was shared on September 28th. The basically the itinerary for who was going to be at these events and speak about their books. And on October 23rd, you see that it was only supposed to be Courtney Adamo by herself. Yes, Markle, you've been busted once again for crashing another woman's spotlight, for taking their event and making it all about yourself completely, and you just overshadowed the whole thing and just made it so uncomfortable with so many lies that she told. And there's something that I've pointed out to you guys before, that Meghan loves smiling whenever she's talking about a tragedy. I've showed you guys clips where she's talking about meeting with parents or families of people who lost a loved one, and you will see her smile about it. You will see how she will smile when she's recounting her fake suicidal claims that she claimed to have. So this one, oh, don't worry about the links, Katie. Don't worry about this at all, because this is all posted within the links that I did share in the description box below. But don't worry about it, my dear. Thank you for being an amazing mods, and thank you to all the incredible mods that I have here. I appreciate you guys so much. But this is what Meghan did. So Courtney Adamo she's been doing this whole mommy blog thing for about 13 years, okay? And she currently lives in Byron Bay. So imagine traveling over 22 hours on flight, right? It depends. I don't know if she took a straight flight. I don't know if she had multiple stops, because there are direct flights now from Australia, but God, those are so long. My goodness. So sorry, but basically, Courtney Adamo, let me tell you a little bit about her. She has a mommy blog for over 13 years. It's called Baby Chino. And her mother, let me just give you a little bit of update, because I didn't know about this. Courtney's mother is from the Scripps Media Dynasty family. So the E.W. Scripps family is a media dynasty whose net worth was reported by Forbes to be $7.5 billion in 2014 and increased to $8.4 billion by the end of 2022. Personally, myself, I think maybe this is just a theory I'm throwing out here. I think maybe Meghan saw that Courtney was going to be a guest at one of Victoria Jackson's events and was like, oh, let me be there too, since we are both mommies and we both, like, we're in the space together and we're in a community. And maybe Victoria was like, sure, okay, instead of saying, no, you're not going to be part of this. You've got nothing to offer. Instead of putting her in her place, she said no. She instead of saying that, she said, no, come be a part of it. And look what Meghan turned this into. Let me show you a couple of clips here, because it is just so embarrassing. Like, even Meghan is claiming that these two knew each other from when they were 17. They were sorority sisters. I don't believe it. It's complete bullshit. And she claims that they were besties since 17. Now, you guys remember when Meghan had her interview with Emily Chang, and she said this.
Fake culture and how much is written about someone. It's like, no, my friends have to read those things. Like, I have real best friends, the same ones since I was 17. You know, like, I'm a real mom. I choose to go and do school pickup and drop.
No, bitch, you don't do any school pickup or drop-offs, and you just told on yourself there. But if you actually had real friends, if you were actually a real mom, you wouldn't have to constantly mention it to remind everyone, unless if you are full of shit. Clearly, you're a shitty mom. You're a shitty person if you need to keep telling people, look, I've had friends since I was 17. Where are your friends, Meghan? You have no female friends around you, but you sure do have your male counterparts around you, like Jake Rosenberg, like your favorite man in the whole entire world, Marcus Anderson. But what females? You're not a friend to females at all. And we've seen that many, many times. I mean, look at this face. I would be so pissed off if this event was supposed to be highlighting my new book and Meghan made it all about herself for some reason. just listen to what she says at some points. At one point, she shares a ridiculous story about how, hold on, let me find it and let me just play it for you guys, and then I will rant off about it, because I'm just like, this wench is so inconsiderate, doesn't care about other people or tragedies or anything like that, because she always makes it seem like here she's discussing 9/11. Okay, listen to this. Listen, this is absolutely, like, it'll blow your mind here. Let me pull it up and share the screen for you guys, and then I'll show you exactly what she said the rest of this time for this poor lady Courtney's event, which Meghan made all about herself. Watch the body language too. I mean, you guys were not friends. Why did you allow? See, this is the issue now, is that as a business owner, right? If I teamed up with Meghan and I started telling lies, like, oh yeah, we've been friends since we were little, you guys as a consumer would have no trust in me, right? Am I correct about this, or am I wrong? Like, now, if I were interested to look into Courtney's business, now I wouldn't care about it, because guess what? You're lying and allowed Meghan to lie about you, which reflects badly on you. It tells me that you could be bought. Yeah, exactly, Susu Forever. The credibility is shot 100%. I don't understand, as a business owner, why you would allow this, especially when you are trying to shill your new book. Now I don't care about your new book at all. But listen to what Meghan says here.
Not only did we go to college together, we were in the same sorority together.
You see how uncomfortable she looks right away? You notice how she looks down? She's like, this is such bullshit. Like, she is so tired of this already. Okay, let me shut up and let it play.
Together, we were in the same sorority together. We were meant to drive from LA to Chicago to go back to school one year. We were, yes, we were meant to fly.
Guys, look at how pissed off she got. The fact that she corrected her. Like, no, we were meant to fly. Like, maybe that wasn't part of the script and Meghan got it wrong, but look at how pissed off Meghan gets here.
We were, yes, we were meant to fly.
That's why she started whispering. That's why Meghan started whispering. You see the rage come out of her instantly?
We were, yes, we were meant to fly.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
But no, here's why we didn't. Because 9/11 happened on that same day. And
Like, oh, we didn't fly because 9/11 happened on the, and then it's like, you just killed the entire vibe in the room. You're smiling, talking about, oh, we had to, like, you could tell, Meghan, were you making this up right on the spot because she cut you off and threw you off of your story? What the hell is this?
so the two of us ended up driving 30 hours over 3 days, 10 hours a day from Los Angeles to Chicago together at one of the most fragile, tender times in this country.
You even see Victoria Jackson, who is the owner of this bookstore. Just look at her body language when Meghan mentions 9/11 and then the rest of the story. You can see she is like cringed out. It's feeling very weird. Watch.
We were, yes, we were meant to fly.
Fly. Yeah.
But no, here's why we didn't. Because 9/11 happened on that same day. And so the two of us ended up driving 30 hours over 3 days, 10 hours a day.
You see her
from Los
body?
Angeles to Chicago together.
Her body language?
At one of the most fragile, tender.
She's even like, this is very awkward. Like, what the hell is going on?
Times in this country.
But I don't know what relevancy this had to Courtney's book. This was supposed to be Courtney's show. This was supposed to be Courtney's event. And watch how Meghan takes over, and not only takes over, but Meghan always tells on herself. So right before this, we had With Love Meghan, right? Where she's pretending like, I love to serve people. I love making snacks for my friends and people who come and see me. But listen to what she says here.
That everyone can help themselves too. So yes, for example, you could say, hi, can I get you a cup of tea? That's a lot of work if you have 6 to 8 people coming through.
Really, Megan? It's hard to make 6 to 8 cups of boiling hot water and drop a freaking tea bag into it. I thought you were all about catering to your friends. What was all that bullshit that you were spilling out on Netflix? Oh, look at me cutting fruit and serving it to people. Now it's hard for you to make tea for 6 to 8 people coming through. Oh, but I'm sure it's easy for you to get to the end of the bottle, right?
You could equally say, oh, on the stove, there's a pot of spiced cider brewing, and there's a whole tray of mugs there. Help yourself. Take your shoes off, get cozy. Board games are out. All of those things where it just creates ease. And what is the one thing you want to feel in someone's home is ease. If you as a hostess are dolled up and dressed up for a really fancy.
Isn't that how Meghan would portray herself in With Love, Meghan? Constantly dolled up, dressed up, jewels and everything all over the place. And now what? She's pretending like, oh no, that's not like what? What? Can someone please get this trollop a straitjacket stat? Someone needs to call a 5150 on this woman. I know she's crazy, but this is like, come on. You can't even keep track of your own timeline of bullshit. Look at Courtney's face just looking at her like, bitch, why don't you shut up so I can speak about my book? It's been about you. And for some odd reason, I don't know why Courtney doesn't do it, because she does have the upper hand here. If it were me, I would have been like, you need to shut up. Like, why aren't you letting this lady speak about her book? That's just me.
Dinner that you're having at your house. Well, if you still answer your door barefoot or with your apron on, everyone goes, oh.
You know why she's mentioning the barefoot thing? You know why she's saying it? Because everyone has always said, why is this bitch always in her bare feet? Why does she never have shoes on or sandals on? Why is she walking around in her garden with her bare feet? Everyone that I know, myself included, all have gardening slippers, all have flip-flops to go outside. I know it's outdoors and you like to feel the grass between your toes, but you got to remember you can easily catch a foot fungus from dirt or something going underneath your toenails. I mean, Meghan should know a lot about feet. Hers are huge. Toes and toenails are the fastest way one can get an infection because the skin is so thin in that area.
Everyone goes, oh, she's still in this with me. It takes a lot. It just demystifies this pressure and the feeling. But equally, I would say for us in our house, those top tips.
Look at poor Courtney. She's like, shut the hell up. What are you rambling on about?
Of allowing people to be part of the community, of taking care of.
Do you see? You guys, someone needs to make a reel, because Meghan, you know that whenever she says the word community, she has to take her hand and make a circular motion. Whenever she mentions community, it's circular hand motion.
Those top tips of allowing people to be part of the community.
See, she just remembered. Oh, community! I gotta do that.
Prep. Oh my gosh, you can get so much of that stuff done the day before. Get a tray with mugs on it and sit it right on the counter.
Why is it really? Is it that hard to get a mug out of your counter, out of your cupboard, out of the cabinet, and pour a cup of hot tea for someone? Is it like you're doing brain surgery? I don't understand. She is lazy. All of this that Meghan is saying while taking up Courtney's time and Victoria Jackson's time and wasting the time of everyone who bought tickets to this event or got tickets to go to this event and now are being suddenly surprised with, oh, look, Meghan's here too for some odd reason, when it was just supposed to be about Courtney. And Meghan is showing us how much of a lazy fucking trollop she is. She is lazy. She's talking about taking mugs out of the cabinet and setting them out on the counter the day before, so you don't have much work to do when people come over and you make tea. Are you kidding? What is this? Like, seriously, she tells on herself. At this point, like I say, the only reason I pay attention to her is because she's like a slow-moving train wreck who doesn't realize is digging her own grave deeper and deeper every time she opens that orifice she calls a mouth. Let's listen to this nonsense.
Right on the counter. You have that brewing, not like the hot toddy or a spiced cider on the stove, not only does it take the pressure out for you of having to serve everyone, it also makes your house smell incredible. People walk in.
A hot toddy. So of course you love getting shit-faced, don't you, Meghan? Of course, it's the smell of alcohol in my house. Glug, 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 glug.
I told you I love fragrance. People walk in, they go, and what are they drawn to? Your kitchen. They come right in, and suddenly everyone is a little bit softened.
Poor
in the
Courtney.
experience
She's like, so okay. And yeah, when is it going to be about me?
of entertaining.
When is it going to be about me, people? When is it going to be about me? It never is going to be about you. If Meghan's getting invited, it's never going to be about you at all. These ding-dongs, yeah, they only work one day a week. Everyone is bored to tears around them. The thing is that she shows herself every single time when she pops up and invites herself to one of these panels. Why are you there? Why are you there? It's not about you. And this is the woman who always says, I support other women. I am a fighter of other women. No, you are not. No, you are not. You're nothing but a liar who likes to use other women's platforms and you make it about yourself. But at every time you take someone else's platform and try and make it about yourself, you blow it up constantly. It is. It was supposed to be about Courtney. I know nothing about Courtney's new book. I know nothing about Courtney, but I know everything about what Meghan said. And yeah, I hope Victoria pays for Courtney's flights and everything. She can afford it, and she can definitely write it off as a business expense. But I hope she gets Courtney, a first class ticket back to Byron Bay, because that's horrific. Absolutely disgusting that Meghan would take over and just, it's not even word, you can't even call it word salad anymore. It's verbal diarrhea. It's constant verbal diarrhea. And yeah, I don't get it. But then, you know what's funny is that there was a blind not too long ago on Crazy Days and Nights where it said that Oprah wants nothing to do anymore with Meghan, doesn't want to be scheduled at events on the same day as her. And look at this. So this was supposed to be Courtney's event, right? Because they only have Courtney's photo and her book advertised. And of course, they added Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, because of course, if there was no Duchess of Sussex behind Meghan's name, nobody would give a shit that she's there. I mean, nobody gives a shit already, but without the title, Meghan is a nobody. And they're trying to stroke her ego somehow still. But you see here, tonight is Oprah Winfrey on the panel with Anastasia Soar, who is the lady who came up with the whole Anastasia Beverly Hills line. She is, they call the godmother of eyebrows because, yeah, she's just amazing at them. And I mean, if anything, if Meghan had 2 brain cells, maybe she will sit in on the panel to learn some eyebrow techniques, maybe how to do your makeup properly from Anastasia. But considering Meghan thinks of herself as a know-it-all, it'll never, ever happen. Never. Oh dear. It's a verbal tummy bug and it comes out both ends. I call it, you know what I call it? I call it bubble guts. I call it the bubble guts. Whenever you get a stomach ache, I say, oh God, you get the bubble guts. But yeah, this is horrible. I mean, I feel sorry for Courtney. I mean, I kind of don't. You could have told Meghan to, shut the F up. But yeah, anytime Meghan is invited anywhere, and this is why she isn't invited anywhere, because she makes the event about herself. She has absolutely zero manners. She has no couth. She embarrasses herself everywhere she goes. She makes an ass out of herself. And you see even Meghan's mannerisms here is that Meghan is still stuck in like this 12-year-old arrested development where she's not mature. She's not like a grown, like I always feel like once you have kids, there's something that changes in you, I feel like. And I feel like that thing that really made Meghan a mom, because she never gave birth to Archofficial and Invisibed, she will never have that like warmness to her that like you get when you become a mother. It's the constant like needy, look at me regurgitating the same shit all the time. She's back to only wearing Trevor's bracelet, which that's very strange, huh?
that everyone
Look
can
at
hold
this.
themselves to. So yes, for example, you could say, "Hi, can I get you a cup of tea?" That's a lot of work.
Like there's a lot, like the dramatics, like just say your stupid sentence. Stop with all like she's trying to memorize all of the movements, all of her like overacting. Like just this is why nobody can warm up to Meghan. This is why nobody can stand her, because you come across as being fake. Sile Coco says, did this friend go to Northwestern University with Meghan? Let's catch Meghan on a lie. Well, this lady, Courtney, went to Northwestern University journalism, but Meghan never went to university. Meghan went to college. Meghan never graduated from a university. I mean, I think it was more like Courtney was leaving and Meghan came in, right? I think they had just bypassed each other. I don't believe they were ever sorority sisters or anything. I don't believe it. But yeah, we can definitely look into that for sure. But anyways, my darlings, this is absolutely crazy. Let's see. It's wild she wears that old love bracelet. You would think with all the money that she has scammed and skimmed off the royal family that she would have upgraded it. Like get yourself a new love bracelet, something with diamonds. But this clearly tells you Meghan is shitty with money. I know she was talking about having financial independence and everything, but no. How old is Courtney? Let's look at that. Let's look it up. Let's look at her age. Courtney is, so a year ago, she turned 43. So she's 44. Is she? Let me see. Hi, I'm Courtney. I'm a mother of 5, blah, blah, blah. So last year, it says she has it very well hidden. But it looks like from her Instagram, last year, she celebrated her 43rd birthday. And this was, what day was it on? April 28th, 2024. 43rd birthday, feeling so happy and loved on. I don't think they graduated together or were sorority sisters at all. I 100% believe that Meghan barged into this and made up this story, this bullshit, and Courtney went with it. And it's a shame because I'm sorry, you're a business owner. You, in my eyes, you completely shot your credibility. I don't care about your book. I don't care about your website. I'm not even interested in looking into it or anything. Yeah, she allowed to get bullied by Meghan and her nonsense. And basically, Meghan took over this lady's event to get back and hit back at the media and why she's always barefoot around in her photos or in her backyard. And she also made it all about herself. She claimed that she tells her 4-year-old Lily that she asks her at the end of the day, what is your rose and thorn? Meaning that basically meaning like what was your good thing that you did today and what was your bad thing that happened today. She's 4. If you like, what are you saying? Every time Meghan says or opens her mouth, I'm sorry, you've got no children around you. You got no children around you. No, I don't believe it. Not at all. Because I'm not going to go up to my child and be like, what is your rose and thorn? What? Anyways, she's 4. Yeah, no one's saying that to a 4-year-old. My son, when he was 4, we're playing with Hot Wheels. Okay. Even now he's 6. Well, now he's gone on to Pokemon cards and stuff, but you never hear about Meghan's children's being into anything like that. Wasn't Crocodile Archie's first word? Not only was Crocodile Archie's first word, but also remember Grandma Diana and stay safe. Oh yeah. If some child is telling you stay safe, you're clearly doing a number on that child mentally. And like I said, I don't believe any children live with these two people. No, they're away from them and they don't act like people who actually have young children. Courtney has 5 kids ranging from like 5 to 16 or something like that. And yeah, you could tell she's like, what the hell? But anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here because I want to make some other little videos about this because this is crazy. This woman is nuts. And the amount that she lies, oh my God, they're so easy to get debunked. I hope Victoria never invites her anywhere again. I hope Meghan never gets another invite or a microphone because seriously, she just always wants a microphone in her hand. You really don't need a microphone in this space at Godmother's. It's not that big. It's supposed to be a cozy like setting. Microphone for what? But anyways, my darlings, I'm going to get out of here. I just had to show you the absolute ridiculousness of this I don't know, event that Meghan crashed because, yeah, she just tells on herself every time, my darlings. Anyways, my darlings, I hope you all have a good one. Thank you all so much for being here. I always appreciate you guys. I always am so grateful when you decide to come and spend the time with me. I appreciate you guys and the time that you spend here. And I will catch you all in the next one. I hope you all have a good day. Toodles, darlings. Bye.